fall off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be the best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Chicago Bears. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Shiny! Yellow lady! Kill!
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Kill.
Come. Check 26, check 26. No 6-6, bullet high.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will score. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
552. Hey, exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set. 90 Wolf.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? Move ready. Watch both. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 52. Let's go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
52's the mic. No chance. Yo, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, kill.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Hey, I-7.
Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Play action. Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Open man is Miller. He's got it. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. Black 25. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hit there by Nick Nelson, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And an alley to run. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
45.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Here comes the ball.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd
Ready.
and 1.
95-56. 95-56.
I don't think you got it, son.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 20. And it's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 10. That is caught by Cullen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Alpha. Back to you. Mike 52, Mike 55.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Black 22. I'm coming. Flip.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Winston. He completes it to Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Breeze. This one caught by Ridley. The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Breeze now. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D Ford in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
They'll take over.
Let's go.
1st down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready? Blue ready. 44. Green, 17. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. Khalil Mack. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
After the sack, will come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here comes Cohen. Great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We're good, we're good. Right forward, ready. Easy, opposite. Hey, Charlie.
Breeze now to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he completes it to Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8.
Pick and choose the mic. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on second and 14. Breeze. The screen pass here to Cohen. And some room to maneuver. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is first and goal from about the 8. They run it with Carson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down, Houston.
The first down throw for Winston. That one is caught by Hunt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jameis to throw it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Winston now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You ain't doing nothing today.
To the air again with Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jameis again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Gay's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Winston. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And Winston lost the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Ready? Yellow lady. Check 52 to Mike. Over. Team shoulder. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On first down, Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end right. Five.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's kill.
5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for the end zone. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run with Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. The throw taken in by Cole. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Joker, joker. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run again with Hunt. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, yeah!
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Winston. And he completes it to Hunt. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston completes it to Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st down, Houston.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Keelan Cole, the intended target. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, Delta. Pilot, 64, weak.
Shotgun now for Breeze. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now, Breeze again. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Breeze going to go on fourth down. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Just like that.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
12, 12, 8. 52's the mic, boy. 52, smooth. 52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Kill.
2nd and 8.
Hey,
The 30-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. He's got Burton here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
52. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Breeze now on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Check 52 to mine. We got opposite. 11.
Breeze to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
You can't block me. Let him go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. So Houston going to